wanted a Rihanna moment so bad. You said she wanted a Rihanna moment, so I wanted to know which Rihanna moment. Well, you know what, you go. You go on Google. Rihanna never would milk something like you could tell she couldn't wait to get that part of her life. Like you could tell she couldn't wait to just try to move on in life. Every time I think that Nicki Minaj has reached rock bottom with her comments and her antics, there's always a few layers lower. Every time I believe there is a floor, there's always a basement level. So you mean to tell me you just casually brought up Rihanna's history of domestic violence to prove a point? That you like how she handled it because she didn't milk it? How does a victim talking about what happened to them, how is that milking it? I don't care if somebody talks about getting shot in the foot one day or every day of their life. Somebody talks about domestic violence one day or every day of their life. A victim can do whatever they have to do to heal. And it's not on us, people who haven't been victims, to tell them how long they should take. So victims can't talk about what they went through more than one time. But you've been on the internet spiraling for almost a week straight over one bar. Every time you open your mouth, you're talking about Meg. So you can talk about what you've been through, which isn't even a tenth of what they went through. All day, every day, all night, no sleep. But they can't talk about what they went through.
Honestly, like, the only victim in Nicki Minaj's story is Nicki Minaj. There's no other victim. Any other person, any other experience that any other person may experience, that isn't Nicki Minaj, and she's not trending, she's not elevating. And here's the sore reality. We talked about the collapse of music, right? If you did not hear the collapse of music, I know I just jumped, but bear with me. People like Nicki Minaj are having a hard time adjusting that they are collapsing with the industries. If you're not as solid as Beyonce, because Beyonce has made a solid structure for herself, because I believe that she realized that eventually music is going to evolve, is going to change, and she's seen with how the industry tends to die out people. And it used to do that, but not to this extreme level. It used to push out in the people who would be top the next day, and then the next minute they're not. Producers will be hot today, and then the next they're not. People who write music would be good to the season, and the next season they're not, and constantly having to reshelve people. So she has seen that. So Nicki Minaj has realized that she is going extinct alongside with her music, especially anything that comes out, anything else after 2002, yeah, 2010s, 2015, 2020, 2025. Yeah, I think her last album was the pink print album. That was it. But going back to Megan has not just topped her career despite all these challenges. People would listen to Megan even if Megan is controversial. They will still listen to her. They want something fresh, they want a new sound, and Megan gives that. Even with male popularity, she gives that. He gives even that men the validation that, oh, I've been seen with Meg even. And what do I mean by that? Let's take a look at this.
So I truly believe this scene right here is where Slim Thug's delusion started. He was driving her around in her six. She dancing, rapping her song, whatever. He against her video. He feeling himself. He feeling himself. You know, she a young artist. She probably done told him, oh, I used to listen to you growing up, how much she admired him, whatever. Mind you, there were other Houston legends in the video, but he's the only one that kind of got some one-on-one, and it actually made it between, like, we don't know what happened on that set, but I'm gonna just say he was the only one that got some screen time with her and actually like one-on-one to do this scene right here. So I believe, this is just my assumption, he was feeling himself driving his car. She over here dancing, rapping. She on the big screen playing. The music is bumping. Drinks is probably getting passed around just a little bit, maybe a little smoky smoke, whatever, whatever.
To parlay on the scene, whatever. That ain't neither here nor there. Whatever he was thinking about, dreaming about, fantasizing about, oh, this must be nice. I could get used to this head ass in this 2 second scene, because it was literally 2 seconds. Is what led to his crash out this weekend, to him running the stop sign and getting pulled over a 300K watch that he ain't never gonna let no woman little boy him and give him anyway, that he was gonna take back to his apartment building that got broken into numerous times this year, and also had a stalker at his gym and in the parking garage. Like, Megan don't need them problems anyway. But whatever happened in this scene is the reason why he had that crash out this weekend.
Everybody always crashing out over Meg is something that needs to be studied. It's something that needs to be looked into. It's something that shocked me through my brain cells, because I can understand where the obsession comes from. And at times it looks unrelated to each other, but oftentimes they are.